All right, guys, one more day until Armored All Might is released. We're going to go over all his abilities. We kind of already know all his abilities because they do a pretty good job now of like releasing the trailer. But for now, we're still going to make the video because I think it's still good to go through and kind of see his kit one by one. So first, we're going to look at the special action, and it's just the thrusters. They're going to show us how fast or how long we can fly up in the sky just like that, that's a pretty long time, man. That's a pretty long time. That's going up, and we can also go horizontal or forward, and that's pretty fast too. That's not bad. That's pretty fast. Go up, then forward. Nice. And of course they're gonna show we gotta pound on all for one a little bit, bro. Nice, nice. Not bad. All right. Honestly, it's faster than Endeavor's speed, which is still so sad because Endeavor, I feel like, should still be faster, but not bad, bro. Not bad. And there's not much to say about this. It's just, you know, you can fly. All right, going over his alpha, you got an ice bullet. It fires freeze bullets. Enemies hit multiple times become frozen, and that's when you're unaimed. But when you aim in, you're gonna be shooting fire bullets, and then enemies hit that are obviously burned. And I think if you saw right there, if you hit them with 3 frozen shots at level 1, they freeze after 3. And even at level 9, they freeze after 3 shots. So increasing the level does not increase the time frozen, or like when you can freeze them faster. And the range is pretty okay, bro. Not bad, not bad. And they're gonna show us, okay, when you can hover, which is pretty good. You can see 3 shots, they get frozen. Nice. Being able to hover is pretty good, right? Because Endeavor uses Alpha when he's hovered. Desiree uses her stuff when she's hovered. So All Might being able to hover is pretty good. You know, you don't gotta fly like super speed and then try and land like Alpha. So that's nice. All right, going over his beta. He's got 2 versions of the beta, one on the ground and one in the air. As you saw right there, the one on the ground is going to shoot some wires out. If you land it, you're going to electrocute your enemy. In the air, you're going to pull yourself towards wherever you attach the wires. And then of course he attached it to all for one, so he ended his combo with some melees. But at level 9, the range increases, you can see, that's pretty good range. That's pretty long. And then for the one on the ground, it's like fully charged, right? They're just gonna hard knock down. But this is pretty cool. You can obviously see you land it against the wall, it pulls you towards, and it actually doesn't like make you stick to the wall, right? Got some okay momentum charge, but there's 2 charges clearly. You used it against the wall and then forward, but they're showing here you can use it as a special action to get closer to the opponent. So I wonder if there's gotta be other things you can do than melees, right? There's gotta be other things you can do. Like, I don't know, maybe, I'm not really sure. Some questions I wanna know is when you attach, like if you're using the one in air, or is the enemy frozen? Like right here, can all for one, yeah, no, he's binded. Yeah, you can't do anything, you can see him struggling, so that's pretty good. Not that they're like binded for a long time, or bound for a long time, but it's still, you know, a good like second that teammates could probably, like if you have any beamers on your team, they could shoot them down, which is pretty crazy. So I wanted to look at this again. So you hit the wall, yeah, you kind of slide off it, so you keep a little bit of that momentum. So, but yeah, no, when you get bound, you're bound for a good second, which, you know, it's similar to Shinzo timing, I think, if you just let the Alpha rock. I mean, a little shorter, obviously, because Shinzo can like, and Aizawa can choose when to let you go for a little longer, but not bad, not bad. I do like it. I like that we can like attack on Titan around. It's pretty fun. All right, going over the Gamma, last but not least, and I thought this was the most underwhelming of what we saw in the trailer. They only showed us like one little clip, so I'm glad we get to see all of the Gamma, and this is why we do these videos the day before. But it is called Drone Anima. You're going to press your Gamma and it summons drones. But the cool thing about this, and they didn't show, is that you can actually launch them one at a time or all at once. To launch them one at a time, you're just going to press your Gamma, and then all at once, you're going to hold your Gamma. So that's pretty cool. And right here, I didn't realize they could last for so long. And it looks like right here, obviously I think they have a homing charge or a homing device or something, because you can just kind of look in the direction and hold Gamma. But that right there is probably the coolest thing about the Gamma, because, you know, like the example they give is you can use it while you're looting boxes, and if a blue coup comes around and just melees you, it's gonna hit him back, right? And you have a chance to get a little bit of damage on kind of the return. But right there, that's pretty cool. You can use Gamma. It doesn't really stagger them when you use the Gamma, so they could still move a little bit, but it could help you land your beta. And then he went into 3 melees there. But the other 2 at the end did not land. And as far as I know, they're not showing a time limit, but I doubt you can have your drones out for like the entire game until you use them, right? But right here, this is a pretty decent long time. Like, it looks like you're playing hella, bro. But this is also really interesting right here, is I'm curious if the drones automatically just go when you get hit in general. Like if someone hits you with an alpha from a long range, if the Gamma just automatically goes, or he pressed Gamma as he got meleeed. So like maybe when you're getting hit, you can press Gamma, or they do it automatically. I'm not sure. So we're gonna have to wait and find out. But the Gamma, what I thought was underwhelming is actually pretty sick. I like all the things we can do with this, and it actually could be like a good, you know, maybe you max it second. I think I'm gonna max alpha, and then beta was like on kind of like, you know, the radar. But if we already start with 2 charges and already have some like decent movement with special action, it could be Gamma. It could be Gamma. All right, guys, and that is gonna be it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you're summoning for him, because there's been a lot of talk about this character, and I think a lot of people are kind of disappointed with this season. They felt like we could have had some better choices. So I know a lot of people are probably not getting Armor Might and maybe not Shiggy. So let me know how many tickets you have and if you are rolling for him. And hopefully tomorrow when I roll for him, hopefully we don't have to pity because I am low on tickets. But hopefully maybe I can change your mind, because he does look kind of fun. He does look kind of fun. And his skins are pretty sick, man. His skins are really sick. So I hope I get at least a few of his skins. But other than that, guys, hey, like the video, subscribe. Again, let me know how many tickets you got if you are rolling. And then for tomorrow's video, I pray that you guys have some good rolls if you are rolling for them. So with that all said, have a great one. I'll see y'all later. Bye.